What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back. We are back for another What It Is video. Okay. So I hope everybody has been doing good. Girl, I am so tired. I know y'all be like, damn, Ashley, do you sleep? Let me just tell you this. I was up. I was up late last night. Do you understand? I put out 5 videos last night. 5 videos, okay? And I know people be like, listen, Ashley, you can put it out like when you get the time, or you can wait until the next day to put it out. But let me just tell you this, the way that I work, and because the way I know how I am, if I don't go ahead and get it out that day, baby, y'all might not get the video, okay? Unless I'm absolutely positively like sick or whatever, or just really, really exhausted, y'all not gonna get that video the next day, because I'm gonna just forget about it, okay? So that's why I just go ahead and do it. I ain't finished that video, and then I wanted to upload it and have it up regardless of if anybody watch it at that time. It's just something that I have to do, and so I went on ahead and put that video up. The last video I put up last night, or I should say early this morning, was Queens. Baby, listen, I was just tired. So I only got a few hours of sleep. And that's really not the real reason why I got a few hours of sleep. But hey, it is what it is. I'm good. I'm struggling a little bit, but I ain't struggling as bad as I thought I would. Like, the shit is hitting me right now, okay? It's hitting me right now. But let's get up into this video, okay? I hope everybody else has been having a good week so far. We know at least one person ain't having a good week. Baby, we'll get to it. Girl, titties. Anyway, so as I was talking, starting the week off on a positive note, or I would say start this episode off on a positive note. Listen, bitch, I forgot all about the fact that Ivy Park had another drop, okay? I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that actually do something with it. I got me a jogger set because I really wasn't interested in this one because it's Peloton. Like, girl, I go work out when I go work out, but hey, it is what it is. It was a nice black and black with lime stripe jogger set that was on there that I did not know was on there. Went on ahead and got it. Okay, so that was cute. I'm about to put on a jogger set tomorrow. I don't know, I'm finna turn into one of them bitches that just wear jogger sets throughout the whole fall, because listen, it's so comfortable. I had brought me another one from somewhere else, and that cream one, I don't know if I wore it in the video, but I think I posted a picture of it on Instagram in my stories or whatever. But baby, it was so goddamn comfortable and so cozy. Don't sleep on the jogger set. Let me tell you something, them sweats, baby, this is my season. Put on a sweatshirt and put on some sweatpants. That is where it's at, okay? That is where it's at. But get into some of the news that's been going on. I don't know if it's that much, but we'll talk about it. Young Jock, okay? Nobody has really been putting this out there. I guess don't nobody really care because, like I said, doing the reviews, Love and Hip Hop has been very much lackluster. And even on Love and Hip Hop this past season, that just went off for Atlanta, Young Jock and his girlfriend, or I should say fiance, they were barely on the show together. And I know the reason why she did it, mostly because, she actually got a real job. She's a real lawyer, and, she holds that close to her. And I guess it's for the safety and the protection of her job or whatever, that, she don't want her image to be messed up by being on the show. That's what I'm going to assume. And that's the right way I would go about it, like, for real. I mean, you already with somebody like Young Jock, so hey, it is what it is. But at the same time, congratulations to them. We did see them together at least one episode with the son when they did their counseling, but they got married. I am surprised. I am totally surprised that they actually went on ahead and got married. How do y'all feel about marrying somebody with a whole bunch of kids? I can understand 1, 2, maybe 3, but damn, bitch, all them kids that he got, and I'm talking about the young ones, okay? I ain't talking about the ones that's old enough to take care of themselves. I'm talking about young kids, okay? Girl, it just wouldn't be me. I'm sorry, it just wouldn't be me. I was talking to somebody, I found out that they got a kid. I was just like, wow, I gotta stop that, because in this day and age, just about everybody has a kid, no matter what your sexuality is, no matter what your preference is. Just about everybody has a kid. You will luck up if you find somebody that don't have a kid. Okay, I'd be like, wow, you don't have a kid? Oh, okay, cool. You are the golden goose at this point. But hey, it is what it is. Congratulations to Young Jock and Kendra. Meanwhile, let us just go ahead into this whole Astroworld festival situation with Travis Scott. It is an absolute mess. Now, on my other channel, I put up a video just basically putting out the basics at the very beginning of this, when it all happened. Was coming to the light of, we finding out that people passed away. A lot of people were in the hospital. A lot of people were injured. And this was at the very, very beginning. This was literally the day afterwards, that Saturday, when they found out that, they announced that they're going to cancel the rest of the show. So as that was going on, Travis Scott released a publicist-assisted generic statement. And I understand that some people are probably going to be like, well, what do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to say? Because y'all acting like, oh, this ain't good enough. Listen, it's a lot of stuff that's adding up that's making this not good enough, okay? That first statement that he put out, that was typed up or whatever, that was so generic. It's literally the format, the basic format that they always put out. These people, when they do something wrong or they're trying to send condolences and sorries and stuff like that, this is the basic format that they put out. So that's why I was like, it was so generic, and I just let that alone. I was like, okay. Then he gets on his Instagram. And when I tell you he could have left this, I would have just rather him just be quiet at this point, or have said something when things actually happen. But baby, that man got on his Instagram stories and started talking and put a black and white filter on the video, and was just like, first of all, he had the phone angling down. I don't know if it was for dramatic effect to show that, oh, I'm in all of my emotions and I'm feeling it. And this whole, I said, first of all, bag the fuck back, okay? Bag the fuck back, because it looked like you ain't got lip gloss on your lips, okay? I mean, I wanted him to lick his lips real bad, okay? But that's not even a point. Second of all, delete this, okay? You up here doing all of this and you trying to basically squeeze out emotions. I ain't never seen somebody trying to squeeze out emotions like this in my life, okay? In a long time, I should say. Because it just seemed so fake, and it just did not seem sincere. It seemed like somebody told him, all right, go ahead and put this out here. You got to say something. I don't care if it comes from the heart or not, and he tried to make it sound like it did, but you can truly tell when somebody is very much real about what they're saying, and it's not basically somebody telling them you need to just go ahead and say something so it can make it look like it, for the sake of your image and for the sake of the backlash, okay? My heart goes out to everybody, that lost somebody, or, the victims. And I'm working with the PD, and I'm working with this, and I'm working with that. And everybody know that I love my fans. And I was like, if I didn't know his history and I didn't know who he was and know how he was, he could have almost got me. But I knew who he was, and I know the people that he work around, and I know the family that he work around, and I know how PR work. So that's why I just wasn't falling for the shit. Y'all could fall for it, but I wasn't falling for it. All right. Basically, and then things after that, stuff just kept on coming out. Like the police came out and said that they met up with him prior to the festival and told him they had safety concern. A new report came out today that, I guess the people on the team or whatever, they was referring to the people who passed away as Smurfs, because they didn't want to put over the airways that it was dead bodies. I said, what? Smurf? It was like people was turning blue and everything. Then you got Kylie coming out saying a statement. You got Kendall coming out saying a statement about it. You got Kim coming out saying a statement about it. And I'm just sitting here like, why y'all need to say something? I mean, it's cool or whatever, but it just felt so inauthentic. It felt so like damage control. And I get it because he's associated with Kylie. So at this moment, I guess some people that are stupid probably would have some reason to put them in the mix, but this ain't got shit to do with the Kardashians, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with the Jenners besides the fact that he Kylie baby daddy. And People Magazine, I ain't understand the reason why y'all made a whole ass, I don't know why some of these blogs or these white blogs or whatever, because that's what it was, made a whole ass, headline about the fact that Kylie wasn't there. Well, she wasn't, I should say, wasn't in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Nobody asked that. Nobody thought that she was in the crowd. Nobody thought that she would be injured anyway. That is the mother of his child and his unborn child, and she is a freaking celebrity in whatever right she got, okay? Therefore, she's going to be backstage. Why would she be back there? It just didn't make sense, and it was just a stupid clickbait ass article, and I didn't even click on it. I just looked at. I said, "Really? Why are we putting this stupid headline out?" You literally took the focus off of the victims and what happened to put it on Kylie and them. Like, don't nobody care, okay, about that. We hear about the people that got hurt. We're here about the people that are still fighting for their lives up in this hospital. Lawsuits have already gone out. At the current moment, it's over 30 lawsuits. And we already knew that was going to happen. We already knew that was going to happen. You got the youngest victim, they said was 9 years old. His name is Ezra Blount. He is currently in a medically induced coma. Okay, I think he had bleeding on the brain and all of that. At this point, Benjamin Crump, he about to be his family's attorney or representing him because they suing. Okay, 8 people, like I said, already passed away. They said 11 people have suffered from cardiac arrest. At this particular moment, what the latest I heard today, actually, a 22-year-old student, she is now considered brain dead. So technically, you can bump that 8 to 9 because brain dead, you just gone. There is no activity. Okay, and the only thing that's truly most likely just keeping her here is the machines, because they had to put her on the vent. So basically, she's not breathing on her own, and there's no activity going on. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Oh my God. First of all, if my voice sounds shaky, it's cold in here. Okay, it is cold in here, and it just got cold. I don't know why, but anyway, it made it so bad. You know, it got bad for Travis to the point where Chris said, "Listen, I can't do nothing for this." Because apparently, you know, the Kardashian show went off the air on E. They have a new show that's coming out on Hulu, okay? And they were filming. And not only were they filming for Apple TV, I believe, Apple to stream or whatever, the concert, Astroworld concert, they were streaming him for the show too. So they cutting out all of that footage. I've heard he dropped out of some of the festivals, other festivals that he was supposed to be at. People dropping his stuff or whatever. It's understandable. It's a fallout. And people like, you know, he'll probably survive this. If he do, it'll be a long, long time from now. Okay? Like, he literally needs to go into seclusion and to do what he got to do legally, because I don't see him coming back from this anytime soon. Yes, there is always a possibility for a resurgence. You know, people will forget or whatever. The backlash will be a little bit minimum. But at this particular point, this moment where everything is still going on and it's so fresh, and so many accounts are coming out about how there was a lack of space and oversold the tickets. And yeah, I know we saw that one video. We gotta put it out there. We saw that one particular video where he did spot one person who passed out and stopped the show for a second, but continued right on singing before they could even really do anything. I was like, wow, okay, that I guess. And we seen multiple more videos later that night that they was telling them to go ahead and stop the show. People are dying. They need help. And you did absolutely nothing. Okay, you did nothing. You know, all these lawsuits that's coming out, like I said, this is gonna financially mess him up. I don't know how bad it's going to mess him up. I don't know how much he's going to be responsible to pay, because there will be some settlements. If Toni Braxton went bankrupt because she couldn't finish her Las Vegas contract and duties or whatever when she got sick and she had to pay that shit out of pockets, the vendors that didn't get paid and stuff, baby, he gonna have to fork up some money too, okay? So it's a crazy situation. Just going on TikTok for the past few days since this happened, just going on TikTok alone and listening to the eyewitness accounts of people who were there, from the medics who couldn't get through, from people who were actually in there. Like this one girl, I seen the video that they got from TikTok and they put it on Baller Alert. She said, baby, we were squashed so much, we were smashed together so much, it hurt to breathe in because we can barely breathe in. That's how I said, do you know how tight you have to be that you can't take a full breath in? She said, bitch, if I take a full breath in right now, it hurts my chest. I said, what the fuck? I don't want to be in no situation like that. She said people was just on the floor and everything. It was just a lot. And I believe it. I believe it. He's going to be held responsible. The crowd has to be held responsible. We have to just put the blame all across the board, okay? Because this was negligence on everybody's part. The crowd was doing too much. The artist, and let's not say, oh, well, he's supposed to stop a whole concert. He's supposed to stop a whole... Yeah, it has been done before. And if you're not going to do that, at least have enough medical tents and stuff up there so people can get to. Michael fucking Jackson had stadiums times 10 freaking concerts, and we knew, and every time he had a concert, somebody was gonna pass out. And we saw this on the videos, or like go back and look at some of his concerts. Them people that was falling out, they had multiple medical tents because they knew it was gonna happen. And it was heat. Either way, you should already have that prepared. You should already have that prepared with prepared professionals, okay, on staff all the freaking time. And I just don't understand. Because all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided. Everybody needs to get sued. Everybody needs to get sued. But I hope this, obviously, is already people learning from the situation, because it's been people who had a few shows this past few days, and they had incidences where people were passing out or looked like they was gonna pass out, and they stopped the show or whatever. Tiana Taylor for one. Then they went back and they was just talking about Travis' whole setup and previous things that he's done, and I'm just like, wow. And they had the video evidence with it too. I'm just like, wow, so this man really ain't as good as he is a good person. Like, whoa. Like, I've never been like a Travis Scott fan, but I never disliked him. I seen him perform twice. I didn't pay to see him. I paid to see Rihanna, and I paid to see Kendrick Lamar, and he was an opening act for both of their shows. And he actually put on a good show. It made me want to listen to at least one of his songs, but other than that, I know a Sicko Mode. Don't even remember how it goes, but that's the only song that I can name off the top of my head from a Travis Scott. Okay? But I don't know. This is going to be a lesson learned and a wake-up call. Ooh, it is cold up in here, y'all. My teeth finna start shattering. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I told you I was tired. Meanwhile, let's just move on. I pray for all the victims. I pray that there are no more deaths, okay, that happens. I pray people get about the hospital and they recover. He did say he gonna pay for the injuries and, all of that stuff and refund the money back. But, I mean, what else can you do at this point? What else can you do? They said, bitch, right after the show, he went to Dave & Buster's for a party. Hey. Anyway, moving on from that. Oh, excuse me. 50 Cent. There's a situation that's going down with Starz, the network. And if you know Starz is the home of the Power Universe, BMF, and all of that, okay? And truth be told, they're going through some stuff where I think they're supposed to be selling Starz or whatever. They're trying to sell it to somebody else. And 50 Cent like, hell, I might as well just come through and, bad up, because he was just clowning the network. It kills me how people get on these networks or get on these particular platforms or whatever, and then make a lot of money off of it, get a lot of recognition, and then all of a sudden start, clowning them. Yes, I understand some shady stuff do happen behind the scenes and a lot of things, but it's 50 Cent. And sometimes I just don't have sympathy for him. I really don't, because he's an asshole anyway. But he said that, he believes that he is responsible for the success of Starz, and he might want to buy it. Okay? It said, after Lionsgate has reported in exploring plans to sell it to or create a spin-off network. This one he came through with a whole paragraph. You know how he get on Twitter. He get on Instagram, I should say. And he had Instagram fingers. There's Twitter fingers, and then there's Instagram fingers. And I feel like Instagram fingers are worse than Twitter fingers, because on Instagram, bitch, you could put a whole thesis essay for your goddamn caption. Who is finna sit there and read all of that, okay? Baby, I give you a paragraph, but baby, I ain't finna give you a whole 4-page letter. My name is not Aaliyah, okay? No. But he be going off on Instagram or whatever and be all up in his little feelings. And, truth be told, the reason I have to probably agree with him in a sense that for a certain demographic, he is responsible for a lot of traffic in that demographic to come to that site, that channel, that app, whichever one. Even though Starz has some good stuff on there. And I'm going to be honest, if it was not for Power, I honestly would not have even thought about getting Starz. Because I don't even know if I was looking at Starz before Power. Okay? I remember when I got my cable deal or whatever, the two packages that I got HBO and Showtime. That was the main two that I got. Didn't even have Cinemax, okay? And then Powers came out. I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, let me add that on. I looked at the little free trial, and I liked what I was seeing, and I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and add that to my package. So, yeah, in my case, he did bring me the Starz, okay? But he not keeping me there. He not keeping me there, because it's some good shows on Starz that's been coming out, okay? You got to go on the app and just look. Just go, oh, they got some good stuff. It's something for everybody on there. But how y'all feel about that? Y'all think he's the reason for the success? Could be, like I said, in a certain demographic. I'm not going to take that from him. But, he just got to, the way I don't feel like you should be always blasting folks or whatever when you unhappy with this little thing, with this little thing, with this thing. You need to sit down, especially when you're a professional or you talking to these certain people. You have to sit down and talk this shit out, because that's not going to look good on your character or your part. Always constantly blasting people. People ain't going to want to work with you when you in certain fields. The shit that you can get away with this with some things, but in other places you cannot get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on from that. Vin Diesel got his goddamn nerves, okay? I am so sorry, y'all. This cold is messing with my sinuses, and I really want to blow my nose, but I ain't got no tissue up here. But anyway, Vin Diesel really tried it a little bit, okay? He reached out. Well, I ain't even going to say he reached out. He used his Instagram fingers, too, to put up a post basically telling The Rock that he needs to come on back for the last movie of the franchise, Fast and the Furious, for Fast 10, okay? He said, as you know, first of all, what did he call him? He called him little brother. I said, wait a minute, so The Rock younger than him? I did not know that. These biracials are going back and forth at each other, okay? Truth be told, do you know how long Vin Diesel still won't admit that he black? Has he yet? Because we all know. We all know he half and half. He like the cookie squirrel, okay? He half and half, all right? Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, but I just did. It was right there, okay? He basically was like, as you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house. There is not a holiday that goes by that you don't send well wishes, but the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Paul Walker. I swore that we would reach and manifest the best fast in the final that is 10. In the finale that is 10. I say this out of love. I am so tired of reading stuff that people cannot write grammatically sometimes. It just be throwing me off. You know, I speak Ebonics, but sometimes it's very hard to read that shit. But you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs can't be played by no other. I hope that you rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny. Excuse me, sir. First of all, don't put no post out here on the internet, in public, on social media to get me to come back without saying, first of all, listen, I want to sincerely say I apologize for my part in what happened between the beef between us. You know, we was all up in our feelings and we probably let it go a little bit farther than we needed to. We was family and we was homeboys at one point in time, and I respect you as such. As you see, my kids still think of you as Uncle Dwayne, okay? And they still think about you on holidays and be wishing that you would be coming over and all that. And I'm coming to you with the humblest of hearts to say what you just even consider to come back to the franchise, because your role is important. Let us sit down, let us talk, and let bygones be bygones. Bitch, I need to be up in PR, okay? I need to be up in PR, girl. I need to be up in PR because, listen, I be knowing what to say. I could craft a letter. Bitch, Travis, I could have did this shit for your ass, okay? Listen, Yvette, put me on, okay? Let me get a class, all right? Because, listen, these people don't know how to do this stuff. Baby, let me be on somebody's social media team so I can work this shit, bitch. Oh, my God. That just made me good. Anyway, moving on from that. Moving on. You don't put no shit out there like this, what you just did. And you think that he's supposed to respond and say, okay, cool. No, first of all, I'm pretty sure you still got his number. And if you don't, you know how to get his number. And you know that this is not the way to get in contact with somebody after y'all done had beef. And if y'all don't remember what the beef was, remember when Tyrese went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over the fact that the Rock character was finna get a spinoff, Hobbs and Shaw? Mind you, Hobbs and Shaw Part 2 about to be made, okay? And you know, he did this whole public rant for like a few weeks. It was going on one day too long, okay? And, you know, basically just upset with him from leaving the franchise or doing his spinoff when we supposed to be a family and we supposed to do this. Girl, fuck all that. I got bills to pay, okay? That's what it is, you know? And if I'm finna be offering my own money, I can get my own movie spinoff and still do the franchise without all this stuff. And had Tyrese not said nothing like that, I'm pretty sure The Rock still would have been on the Fast 10 franchise. He wouldn't have had no problem doing it, okay? But, you know, Tyrese came out bitching about it, and then we found out that some of the other co-workers kind of felt the same way, and Vin Diesel was one of those ones, okay? So they got into their little beef. I said, bitch, these grown-ass men who can't pick up the phone and talk to each other. I don't know, like, I feel some type of way about this, and I just want Dwayne Rock Johnson to just go ahead and to just continue doing what he's doing, because the franchise will live on without him. It was fine before him. It was fine with him. It'll be fine without him. So, hey, it is what it is. So, whatever he decides, I'm here for it. It's about damn time that they end this franchise, because I looked at the last Fast 9, baby. It was way too goddamn long for the same goddamn thing that was going on. I was like, listen, I could go play Grand Theft Auto, okay? It wasn't bad. It was just too long. It was too long, girl. I said, I ain't got time to sit here for all this. I got to watch it in increments because my ass hurting, okay? Anyway, moving on from that. Mind you, The Rock is out here doing it. The Rock got his own TV show. The Rock got his own spin-off movies, okay? Plus other movies. All right, girl, that motherfucker keep working and working and work. Girl, I ain't never seen such a person. You know what they say about us. When we get a job, and we just keep going, okay? But moving off of that, Outset. Y'all out here buying cars and y'all out here buying houses out here in New York or whatever. That's cute. Okay? But at the same time, how is it that you overlooked that you owed a $900,000, no, almost $1 million, because it's $950,000 bill over a Bentley that you did not return, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? They basically said that this he rented out this vehicle in 2020, in spring 2020, in a lawsuit that happened on November 3rd. He did not pay the $950,000. It's $950,027. Excuse me. And then he was only supposed to pay like $600 a day. He was rented out and paying less than $600 a day. He stopped paying after July, okay? And next thing you know, that bitch went missing. He said he didn't even have the car. I said, what? What? Now, I said, what y'all do with the car? What y'all do with the car? You mean to tell me you was out here renting shit? So that just, girl, what you was renting it for? I mean, sir, what you was renting it for, okay? Because this just go out to show that, you know, a lot of the stuff that these celebrities be doing, they be renting some shit, okay? And I found that out when they used to do MTV Cribs and all of that stuff. And remember Pimp My Ride? Pimp My Ride was a fucking scam ass show, but that shit was good, okay? But you buy houses, you rent jewelry. That's when I found out. I found out a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure most of us already knew this, that these niggas be out here renting jewelry, renting cars, and, you know, false flagging and all this stuff. And you out here buying houses and getting houses built up in New York or whatever, and buying your wife a house up in the Dominican Republic. And then you can't even pay this money back. Where the car at? Where is the car all set? And then you out here fighting that complex crime. Girl, a mess. While y'all out here being flashy and shit, you're out here renting. Now, I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with renting, but don't put out an image. But then you doing the complete opposite. Okay, I'm just saying. Meanwhile, Soulja Boy got pissed off at Kanye West because Kanye West went on Drink Champs, okay? And he was saying a whole bunch of shit. Did I watch that? Hell no, I didn't feel like I needed to. I will say this. That one particular clip that I saw on the Shade Room when he was talking about not being divorced from Kim and no papers have been filed yet, and that's still his wife. He's still fighting for his family. And then you got this publicist around her. I don't like that bitch. It was the way that he said, I don't like that bitch. Disrespectful as fuck, but the shit made me laugh. It was the way he said, bitch. I said, wow. Anyway, they asked him about the whole issue, why Soulja Boy verse didn't get put on that song Remote Control on the Donda album. Y'all still listening to Donda? Donda. Bitch, that's what turned me off. When I turned that thing on, I said, bitch, let me turn this off because I feel like I'm being initiated into something that I did not ask to be initiated into. I almost felt like Illuminati, Illuminati. I said, wait a minute, what? I feel like I'm being brainwashed into something. That's what it was giving me, that chant at the beginning. And I get somebody said it was the heartbeat or whatever, but baby, that just sounded creepy to me, okay? But, Soulja Boy, we remember when he got all up in his feelings because Kanye left his verse off. Him and Chris Brown, they got in their feelings or whatever because they went on the album. And Soulja Boy went on a whole rant. Talk about a backhanded compliment. Kanye said, Soulja Boy is like one of the top 5 influential people up in hip-hop and music this day, okay? But I just couldn't put him on because that verse really wasn't it. He said, you heard it, right? Exactly. And we've heard it. If you have not heard the verse, oh my God, go look it up. It's probably on YouTube, or you could Google it, or it's on one of these blog sites. If you heard Soulja Boy verse, baby, you would have been like, Soulja, I need you to sit this one out, sir. I just need you to put that blunt down. I need you to sit this one out because, baby, that shit was terrible. So, of course, he gets up in his feelings about it. Woo, 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 just going off and, you know, just being typical Soulja Boy. And then today, you know, Kanye, they put on the blogs that he sent a text saying he apologized. And then, you know, Soulja Boy was like, it's all love, bro. That's all I wanted. I said, you did all that shit just to say it's good. That's all I wanted, to crumble real quick. Niggas. Man, y'all be doing the most. Okay, y'all just be wanting some validation. That's it. Meanwhile, the shit that he said about Big Sean and John Legend, listen, I get it because Big Sean left his music label, whatever. Mind you, Big Sean said that man still owed him like $6 million. He felt like, he said Big Sean was the worst thing that he ever did, meaning signing him to his label was the worst thing that he ever did. He felt like you know, he not cool with John Legend or him no more because he feel like they let the media use them to go against him and not, you know, support him when he was running for president or whatever, some shit. And I'm sitting here like, talking about sunshine, you know, because I know your family. I did this, you know. I helped you get you to where you at. If it wasn't for me, nobody would know you. All this shit or whatever he said. And here's my thing: yeah, you can know my family. You can help me out. We could be cool, but that don't mean that I gotta blindly follow your ass when you are doing some manic shit. Okay, I'm not gonna be the enabler in your camp, and if that means that we not gonna be cool no more, that is something that I can live with because obviously that meant that I wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Okay, you can't get mad when somebody don't support you doing some stupid shit that you still stand by. No, we don't do that. Okay. Kanye, I just go away. You want to know who else I want to go away? I want Gary Owens and his wife or his soon-to-be ex-wife, Kenya Dukes, to go away, okay? Mama, I get it. You upset with this man. You feeling like he just did you so wrong or whatever. He cheated on you allegedly. You know, he out here just doing you bad, trying to make it seem like y'all squatters and, you know, making it seem like you ain't doing nothing, but you got to put out there that you paying the mortgage and he up here acting like the deadbeat daddy that, you know, he be doing his comedy stuff about, you know, and his stand-ups. And I'm just sitting here like, so you put this whole post out for what? To end it by saying, oh yeah, I got a podcast coming out and I got more. Check it out on so-and-so and so. Y'all kill me when y'all do that shit. Okay, y'all kill me when y'all try to blast the motherfucker and then promote your shit in the midst of it. Baby, I don't want to hear nothing else that y'all got to say, okay? Leave us the fuck alone. Go to the divorce lawyer and get a mediator. That is what y'all need to do and finalize this shit. Go in your corner and he go in his. And second of all, don't y'all got grown-ass kids? Grown-ass kids. So I don't understand. Moving on. Yella Breezy. I ain't never talked about this person, but this motherfucker got arrested for the third time this year. I don't understand it's hard to leave the streets alone, huh? The streets keep calling me back. That's what they keep on doing to y'all. Because I swear, and I know sometimes it's a little hard or whatever, but if I'm working towards a goal and I accomplish that goal, I ain't finna do nothing to mess that shit up. I ain't got nothing to prove, okay? I ain't finna be walking around here with a clip on my chip, bitch. Okay? No. Security. If I ain't gonna be walking around with it on, but I'm gonna have my niggas to have it on them. Okay? So ain't shit gonna happen to me because I'm the face of the organization. Okay? Can't shit happen to me. Y'all don't be thinking. Okay? Like what we proving at this point? And then you the one that's finna be locked up for what? You got YFN Lucci. That motherfucker still locked up, okay? Truth be, I don't feel like he getting out anytime soon, okay? You know, he just got his trial date for May 12th, you know. And y'all remember that he was up in there for racketeering and murder, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, he gonna be in there for a while. And Reginae, we already know, said deuces. Moving on from there, y'all gotta stop this. And be careful with what y'all do, okay? Speaking of Kanye with some more stuff, one more thing with Kanye. Oh, this man, I spoke about that motherfucker a little bit, one too many times on this, what it is. But like I said, it really wasn't much that was going on this week, to be quite honest. Kanye put out this video with Jay Prince, Rap-A-Lot CEO, Jay Prince, to basically tell Drake, we need to end this beef and we need to come together on December 7th. I want you to join me on the stage so we can have, cause we two of the top biggest selling albums, and you know, for the ultimate purpose of coming with me on this stage so that we can try to free Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover been in jail since probably before I was a kid. Okay, or when I was a kid. And if y'all don't know who Larry Hoover is, Larry Hoover out here in Chicago was the leader of the GDs, okay? And I'm pretty sure he probably still is, or he still got some affiliation with him. I do know that Larry Hoover Jr. was on Kanye's recent album, so all of a sudden Kanye GD down, okay? I said since the fuck when, but hey, I don't keep up with these people, so I don't know. You know, I don't try to play around with these gang stuff, whatever. That ain't none of my business. But they want Larry Hoover out. They've been trying to get Larry Hoover out for the past decades. Okay, since he been up in there, and that motherfucker been up in there for a minute, you know. And I'm sitting here like, so that's the reason why you want to drop the beef so that y'all can come together and get this man out, or you just don't want to drop the beef because you need to drop the beef. And it took for Jay Prince to get you to do that, baby. If you saw the video, it looked like, you know, he was being held hostage. I was like, Kanye, look up and blink. So this the only time when you act like you got sense, when you got Jay Prince next to y'all, girl. Drake, don't respond to that shit. Don't respond to that. And speaking of Kim Kardashian, bitch, go ahead and sign them papers from Kanye, okay? Like, file the report and separate that motherfucker, okay? Because you do not need him. He a billionaire, and you probably about to be one soon. That bitch, her little Fenty Skim line collaboration, that thing went live, and then a minute later sold over $1 million already after 1 minute of being live. I said, wait a minute. That bitch made $1 million in a minute. What the fuck am I doing wrong? What the fuck am I doing wrong? This nasty bitch just... This bitch just came into the bathroom and then came back out. She didn't wash her hands. I saw her going to the stall because I could see the bathroom from right here. See, this is why we got so many germs. This is why we got so many sicknesses. This is why because people just so nasty. People are just so nasty. Why are y'all doing that? I don't understand. Did you need to change your... Ooh, because she just went back up in there. I said, bitch, wash your hands, ho. Okay, and I didn't hear the toilet flush either. Anyway, moving on from that. Stevie J filed for divorce from Faith Evans. Talk about something I didn't see coming. First of all, I didn't see that relationship coming, for one. I didn't see them actually getting married, for two, okay? And I didn't see it lasting as long as it has. I did not realize that it's been 3 years almost, okay? I said, what, 2018 to now? Now y'all finna file for divorce? At least he filing for divorce? Now, I remember back last year when it came out that, Faith had got arrested for domestic violence or whatever. She still ain't flushed the toilet. You are nasty, bitch. You are fucking nasty. I just can't. That just made my skin crawl a little bit, but all right. All right. But back to what I was saying. You know, Faith Evans had got arrested or whatever for putting her hands on Stevie. Domestic violence last year. And now he filing for divorce this year. Baby, what's going on? I would have thought it would have been Faith that would have filed, because I just didn't understand how they got together like that. Okay, that was Biggie's man's, you know what I'm saying, with his girl. And, you know, that's just like disrespectful a little bit. I don't care how long the nigga been gone, but shit, it just mad shady. But all right. It's been confirmed that Wu-Tang series has been renewed for a third and final season on Hulu. Baby, I haven't even watched season 2 yet. I'm gonna get to it because season 1 was so good. Season 1 was so good. I love that hip hop documentary stuff. I love hip hop series. I love music stuff, period. So you got me hooked. That's probably why I like Queens or whatever. Even though Queens a little corny, but I still like it. Also, we are getting a new season of Squid Games. We getting a season 2, y'all. More gruesome shit, okay? More gruesome shit. But what else has been going on? I don't think anything else really important been happening. If I missed something, we can come together and we could talk about it on Saturday. But other than that, I feel like that's all that's been happening. How have you guys been? Put it down in the comments and let's discuss, okay? I just want to know your thoughts. I just want to know, are you doing okay? Is your mental well? Truth be told, is my mental going okay? I'm still probably coming out of depression. I still feel like I'm there a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. You know what I'm saying? That I've been talking about it, but I do see, like, you know, the light coming through the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I do feel that way. I feel like things are getting better. Things will get better. You have to remember that, okay? Things will get better, okay? Let me stop. That's a dead ass. That's my message, okay? I'm dead ass. I mean, I be funny with shit, but I be giving y'all that shit for real. But bitch, yeah. Let me get the fuck up off of here because everybody keep on coming up here. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, and I will see you guys later. Peace.